legacy market. How has it been staying compliant with regulations? I know there's a lot of inspections going on too, and just staying on top of all that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I feel like we're chasing our tail all the time. We'll get new labeling requirement will come out today, for example, and then I have 6 months worth of packaging I have to throw away. They don't even have any sunset clauses where you can run through the product or the packaging you already have. So from a sustainability and just being smart, intelligent perspective, it makes no sense. So we do a little better because and the legacy producers do a little better because we can absorb some of those costs. A lot of these mom and pop, one-off shops, they can't. So we'll see a third of them go out of business in the next 12 months, is my guess.
Wow.
Yeah. So we had to hire a full-time compliance person. That's not cheap. Finding a good compliance person will save us from getting in trouble for changes we didn't even know were happening in the industry. But like another thing the state just did is all the edibles used to have been managed by someone in the Department of Health, which was the regulating agency at the time. They just gave it to the Environment Department. So now we're dealing with another agency that wants to prove that all the people that are getting paid there, there's a reason that are
Getting paid.
And it's not true. Like we have all these products we were making, we cut some of them expecting to have some issues with supply, just being able to produce as much. So we cut some of the products we were making, and now we're just trying to make them again. And the Environment Department is holding stuff up for at least 3 months just to reintroduce
3 months
another product. So yeah.
And what's the life cycle of those products in the first place? I mean, you hold up a product from being out for 3 months. That cuts your cuts.
Yeah, it's not that. It's just so we're not producing the product. The Environment Department is requiring us to go through all of these time studies, prove how long your product actually is good before you need, before it expires, things like that. And instead of just using data like national data for how long does a brownie last, So, literally we have some great new products that we're reintroducing. Canna butter, so our medical patients can cook with it and make their own products. And honey, which is great for a lot of people, easy to
Smart.
tea, whatever.
Inflammation.
So we have all these great products that aren't going out to the market for a while, like drinks too. We can't put those out because we have to demonstrate a SOP of how you make a lemonade. I'm like, really? Can't you just look it up on Google, Cannabis Control Division, please move on. But anyway, it's always constant challenge. They really don't like me. The state doesn't like me because every time they do something squirrely or they try and implement a regulation that doesn't make any sense to me, I'll go after them and I'll sue them.
Good for you, though.
Yeah.
And I have to carry that torch because so many other producers that also benefit by me challenging the state, they're afraid of the state's retribution. So they will not join with me in any of these lawsuits. But I've been attacked by the state on many occasions and won a Supreme Court case against them.
That's awesome.
Charging sales tax for medical patients. It didn't do me any good to go through a 7-year legal process, but I believe the state was in the wrong. If we're calling it medicine, then they shouldn't have to pay sales tax.